This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, let's get start. Continue the same topic. Business rule is all completed, right? So now I'm going to show how to get the data from server to client. First of all, you would like to know how many ways we will get the data from server to client. There are three ways. One is through display business rule. What is the main object in display business rule? G underscore scratchpad. And already we've seen how to get the data from server to client through display business rule and how we can call into client script. Second one is get reference. Third one is glide ajax. At this moment, directly I'm going to working with get reference. Scratchpad variable already we seen, right? So working with G underscore scratchpad variable, exercise number 19. Display current record category. Okay, so how to get the data from server to client? And first of all, we click them on display business rule. And when the priority is one second. So when customer is created, priority is 1 or 2. There may be priority. When the priority is one of critical or high, so immediately system should be created, like a system should be shown like a priority 1 or 2. Okay. So this is the filter condition we have to apply. And then, so we have to assign a value to scratchpad. Please do remember the syntax of the scratchpad. G underscore scratchpad dot scratchpad name equal to current dot category. So current record category value can store into this scratchpad variable. So then you can create client script. So when the form is loaded, immediately system will be display the current record category. Okay. And next one is, so now I'm going to working with get reference. So you will be able to get the value directly from server to client using by get reference. So display current record caller mail address. So just I want to display current open record mail address of the caller. Okay. So now let's start begin with. So now I'm going to creating new client script. So get reference is the method which is available in glide form, which will be executing in the client side. Get reference method used to get the value from server to client and using by the callback function. Just a second. Sorry. Okay. So now the requirement is when you open any incident ticket, any incident ticket you can select and open it. So when you open this ticket, immediately our client script get execute and it display the email address of caller, right? So when the form is loaded, immediately my get reference method will be communicating with reference table and get the details about the mail address of the current caller. So how to achieve it? In this case, I'm using callback function. Okay, so this is the way how to get the result back from server to client. Let's start working with get reference method and go to client scripts and create new client scripts. Get caller mail address. Table we can select incident UI type is all, type is onload, and provide a description, display current record caller mail address, and write the code. Okay, first of all we need to get current record address, right? So variable user email, so variable email equal to, so how to get the reference value from reference table? Very simple. Which method we have to use in case, for example, like a caller field type is reference, right? So we have to use the get reference method, g underscore form dot. There is one more method called get reference, and what is the reference field we have to pass? We can pass the reference field, and then, so we have to pass the callback function. So while using a get reference method, so we have to pass the callback function. Callback function is get email, get email. Next one. So then we have to define the function. The function is get email, then we can use callback function.
So get mail.
Someone asking something. Guys, do you have any questions? Somebody try to ask the question. Nothing. Okay. Okay, just I'm going to creating one client script. The purpose of try to get end caller record mail address. In this case, I have provided the name and a table address, UI type, and type is onload. So onload template will be generated automatically. Okay, so caller ID, basically it is reference field. It's communicating with the reference table. What is the table name? This is underscore user. So how to communicate reference table through glide form? There is a method called get reference. So using the get email is the callback function. Get email, okay, and so we can call the get email. So then I can add the information message current caller email address is, so we can get the user email address here, get email. Take one more duplicate tab. So when the form is loaded, immediately system should be display the message. No, something is wrong into my code. So how can you do it? It's a get mail. Function name you have to call it, right? Function get mail. You can save it. And once again, we can reload the browser. No. So variable email equal to g underscore form dot get reference of caller ID. It's a callback function. So then we can call that function get mail, and I think I am mentioning the wrong get mail. So we have to call that email here, right? Email. Remaining the same. Email then add information message user email dot email. Email dot then save it. If you take the same names, maybe confused. Just a second. So onload like a function is a template automatic generate where user email equal to g underscore form dot get reference say variable name. Okay. So which reference table you want to communicate sys underscore user, right? Caller ID is it belongs to sys underscore user. Get reference and communicate with the reference table, and then get email is the callback function. Get mail. So can create that like a function. So get mail and the variable we can call here. So after that, so I want to display the message current caller email is so user email. What is the callback function? It can be stored into this variable. Then I want to display the email address of the caller. Let me save it and reload the browser. Current caller email is problem.coordinator.adfexample.com. Okay, might be like if you want to display the alert message, so we have to use the alert. If you want to display the information message, you can use yes like a g underscore form dot add info message. Let me open one more record in progress. Current caller mail address is Carol, right? So Carol Coughlin at example.com. So this is the how to get the data from server to client script using by get reference method. This is the very important question interview also. How many ways we can get data from server to client? You can say three ways. One is a scratchpad variable display business rule. Second one is a get reference following by callback function. Third one is glide ajax. Out of these three, which is the best practice and recommended? Glide ajax is the best practice and recommended. So when we're working with glide ajax, so we can explore more into glide ajax. So these two already covered, right? Exercise number 19 we can practice. in your home. Okay. Okay. Next one. I'm going to talking about script include. So what is script include, guys? Script includes are reusable server-side script logic that define a function or class. A script includes execute their script logic only when the explicitly called by the other scripts. So there are different types of script includes in ServiceNow. Simply I can say script includes are code snippets and create ones we can call multiple places. So we can call multiple places. So where the server side script logic is going to execute all the places we can call script include. For example, so I'm going to executing some code in business rule. Same code I have to write for other business rule also. In first business rule, I have already written the code manually, and second business rule also we have to write the code manually. And similar in the future, maybe you have to write the code for another business rule. It's very difficult to write the same code again and again, right? Okay, so that's reason. So we can create one script include. That script include we can call multiple places, like that is called reusable. So basically, we have three types of script includes. One is on-demand or classless. Second one is extended and existing class. Third one is defining new class. First of all, we are going to working with on-demand script include. A script include that defines a single function is known as a demand classes script include. Okay, so this is called on-demand script include. So I have defined one function. This function directly we can call into multiple places where the server-side script is going to executing. I can show you practically. Okay, so working with on-demand script include and follow the procedure. So we should validate email address. The script include can be used by any application. We should validate email address. Script include can be used by any application. And add a string field requesting for email. First of all, let me add one string field, any table. Let me go to the problem. So we have three types of script includes. One is on-demand classless. Second one is extended object with Ajax class, and third one is defining the new class. Okay, now let me create new scripting. Before create a script include, first of all we should create one custom field. Add a string field. Field name is requesting for email. To the incident table, store an email address. Okay, and now I've taken problem table. Go to form layout and create new string field. So field name is requesting for email. Requesting for email. String and move to below sign assigned. Okay. Close it. Just I have created requesting for email. Okay, now let me provide Srinivas at the rate Srinivas.s and save it. And this moment we have to provide problem statements. Just a second. Okay, so requesting for email. This moment I'm going to saving the record. Okay, I'm not providing the complete email address, but how the system is accepted this kind of email address? Because I didn't write any email validation for this field. That's the reason it is accepted this particular email address. So every email address should be follow the still like a order, right? Like it is a combination of like a srinivas.s@domain.com. So when you provide this kind of emails, then only system should be allowed. So when you provide this kind of email, system won't allow. Can you check that validation of that email? Okay, so configure the form layout and already configured requesting for email. And next one is I'm going to creating one on-demand script include. Go to script include under system UI and create new on-demand script include. We have so many predefined script templates are there, guys. No need to write any script manually. It's very difficult. So navigate to system UI, go to script include, click on new, and the name of that script include is validate email address. And this script include I don't want run client side. Basically script include is running from server side. There we can like defining the only server side functions. Sometimes you can be able to call script include into client side also through glide ajax. It's the last topic in development part. So once it is finished, we can move to glide ajax. So I have provided the name of the script include. So the script include name should be like for the this format only. So don't take any spaces, don't take any special characters. Okay, don't take any special symbols. System won't accept. Okay, so validate email address is the script include name. In case if you give that any space in between that words, you will get the error, right? So when you provide the name of that script include, automatically generate the script include template. Automatically generate the script include template. Okay, so there we have to write the code. How you can define that email validation? So validate email address. So validate email address is the like a default function. Class will be created. So now let me take the code and a function. So like a validate email address and API name also will be generated automatically. Global.validate email address. Access from this application scope only and this application scope only. And I don't want to apply to other applications. All applications you can set the all application scopes. Like next one is this application scope only active through script. So that function directly we can copy and paste into email address. The entire script template we can copy and paste here.
Srinivas, here we are writing the script to validate that email address field, right? Am I correct?
No. Actually, just I'm going to creating script include first.
Okay.
So just I'm going to calling the script include into the like server side. Let me complete finish it. I'm getting some error. If I'm taking any wrong code, email. It's very difficult to write the code manually. Parsing error. Undetermined particular expressions. Email address equal to if email dot match return false, return true, otherwise return false. One, two, three, and three. So let me go to script include documentation. We'll get all the code snippets over here. On-demand script include. So you can create, first of all, we can create one on-demand script include. Script include is the code snippet. Okay, so just have created a valid email address script include. So this code you can copy paste from that like a product documentation. Don't type manually; it's very difficult. Okay, so to comparing that, like checking that email validation, email address. So when you provided a proper email address, then only system will be allowed to enter like save the record. Okay, after created on-demand script include, then we have to create the business rule. So that script include I'm calling to business rule. So where the server-side script is running, these all the places we can call script include. Okay, so now use the script include in a business rule. Need to create one business rule. Back to business rule. And create new business rule. So the function, what is the function? Validate email address is the function. And that should be applied to respective field. Copy the code. Problem. Forward step. This business rule get executed before I'm ready to ensure an update. Action one step. Name is email address syntax validation. And set the table problem.
Sir, remove one
And
function line. Log one.
I will copy paste the entire code. Okay. I can remove the existing one template. Oh, it's not executing my code. So variable email address, variable is email equal to, so validate email address, it's a function. Okay, let me open the script include as well. Meanwhile, duplicate. Open my script include. How to call script include in business rule? This is also very important question. How to call script include business rule? Directly the function name you can call into business like a business rule. So validate email address, it's a function name. So how we are calling this email address? How we are calling this function in business rule? So validate email address, it's a function. So this validate email address need to be applied for which field, and current dot you underscore request underscore email. What is the field name of the requesting for email? So request for email, it's a label. So when you created any custom field, the name should be starts with you underscore. Okay, this business unit to be executing for which table? Problem table. And so if is email equal to false, so then need to display the message is not valid email address. You must be provide the valid email address. Then current dot is set about action true. So is email address equal to true, system will be allowed to save the record. Save my code and take one more duplicate tab. Scripting code we can call into any places. No, it's problem, right? Problem. While inserting or updating, every time my business will get executed. Let me save it. Srinivas is not valid email address. You must be provide the so valid email address. That should be followed by the @domain.com, gmail.com, or else any exam or domain.com. Now system will be able to align to add the address. So this is the way how to create new script include. That script include how we can call into business rule. So just how call the script include into the business rule. Now validation has happened where in script include only. Okay, this is the email string, right? So that your email address should be matching following these all the characters. So that should be ends with the semicolon, like at the function domain.com. So then only it will be, so when the email address is given following with these all the characters and matching characters, then return will be true. Yes, system will be allowed to record. Otherwise, should return false. So directly I have this validate email address function into my business rules. Clear, guys? Let me take this code also. Okay, so this is about script include, like on-demand script include. Tomorrow I will cover how to call script include in client side through Glide Ajax. It's the last one development part, but very important. Okay. So okay guys, I'm going to end up class today. See you tomorrow.